Well, I had about 5 or 6 hunts on there. A lot of, about 20 minutes worth of video, and I tried to download it, and it didn't save to my computer. So disappointing, but I'll have this out for the intro, and then I'll show you the rest of the stuff that I found. So, sorry guys, a lot of interesting and lost knowledge. Live and learn now. Live and learn. Another beautiful day in northeast Missouri. You can hear the wind. It's a roaring out of the south. This is the south. The beautiful valley down there. And once again, I'm out here at the ridge. Taking off where I left off. I can pull the vehicle right up to the site. Isn't that a blessing? And just to be out here. Just to be out here, you know, chasing the dream, doing what I love. To have permission. Permission. Alright, and I wanted to give a shout out to Tony and his wife and let them know that and as I've been thinking of him since I seen that movie, I think it might have been yesterday, the day before, that I opened up my drawer to get my clothes to wear today, and I happened to see this pink, and this shirt doesn't mean breast cancer, but the color does, and I just lift him up in prayer and know that since he knows so many people and that he's recognized God through it, that God will be there and you guys will get through this with comfort and strength and be a witness for everybody. So as I ramble on, hopefully I'll be able to come up with something, be able to find something out here, be able to straighten something up. A lot of work to be done out here. Alright, I'll get back with you. Alright, I didn't talk about this. You can see where I cleaned it off. It's all nice and green. I got my stack of grass back there. I'll show you how deep I'm going here before I get to the clay pan. Now 100 years ago, there were trees taken off this hilltop to make a house. So, however long a pitchfork is, I'm going about another 2 or 3 inches, and then, of course, I go down into the clay pan and pop up to see if there's anything there. And, alright, I'm going to get at it. This is on the south side of this, where the high point is. Starting to taper that way, and by God, there's a vehicle down there. That's down there where that mound's at. Huh. Alright. Alright. I've been digging quite a while, and I dug about right there. And I got into looked like a fire pit. There was all kinds of debris, and I dug it out. And it was down in the clay pan, and on the edge of that I found a really nice middle section. And I was getting into debris, another workpiece there. I was digging out some flint here, and I popped one out. I touched it on the base, so a little right side notch. Come out of there. Pretty much dead center of the camp. Still on the slope though. Let's see what we got. Been a long time, guys. Long time. And finally put a video on. But you guys will be bored until you see this one. Little beauty. Touched it on the tail. Just a bit. nice and white, sharp. Not a thing wrong with it. Really nice bass on it. Alright, well that makes me happy. See that bucket? Nice side notch the boy picked up on me. It's right there. That's probably 20. Well, let's hope we get something else. Be really translucent there. Man, that's some gem quality right there, Burlington. Polished, glossy. I mean, heat treated. All right. All right. It's a windy son of a gun out here. And I just broke this piece off, and I was going through here, and I looked down in there, in this little hole where you see where I've broke some off, and I'm going to zoom in over here, zoom in over here. Nice head. You know, you always double take when you see bird point looking things, but I haven't even touched it yet. Look at that. Oh, wow. It's a nice one. Zoom out here. Uh-oh. That's a half a Mackie. Half a Mackie. Actually, both sides here got flatness to them. Can't see the ear on it. Got a nice tip to it. Alright, well, the second bird off of it. Whole one anyway. The other one I gave to the landowners on that plaque, so very nice. We'll get back with you. Alright, I'm done digging. Man, my body gave out. I gave it a good 3 hours, and now I'm in a creek. I was on my way home, and I got time before I pick up the boys. Flint, as you can see, man, there's all kinds of flint in this creek. This limestone, this is flint here. But this is the very top of the creek that runs on the north side of the site, the Ridge Road site. So you can see how green it is. Man, it's nasty, but I thought I'd give it a shot. I've been having my eye on this. I thought since it was up in the upper branch that it might not be near as rocky as what Monroe County is, but as you can see, rock galore. Rock galore. I'll get back with you if I find anything, otherwise it'll be the cleanup. Alright, well, I finally found one to make a video on, or to post one. So I thought I'd go over the accumulation of what I have found digging off the site there. And I took my buddy Jim, who had been walking all the sites in the bottomlands around the Ridge Road for the last 30 years, and he'd never been up on top of the ridge. And he's an older guy, so he thought digging was a little hard for what it was worth, because he's been walking the fields for so long and been easy. So we found that piece. He got to pick that up out of the ground after I popped it out, and then we went up on the second terrace and dug this up, and two bifaces that were colorful, purple and blues and whites, and there's my documentation, Ridge Road site, and the date we found it. And personally, I think I broke that point. You can see the two different colorations. Yeah, I got to looking at it after I cleaned it, and I really do think
I broke that. Hopefully it was broke to start with. And then my brother and I went out, and this was the best piece we found that day. And that was the day that I got into that concentration of flint, as you've seen on the video. This was the corner piece that I found. Beautiful heat treated striped stuff. Another Hopewell looking piece. It broke. This kind of looks like a archaic base, but I'm not for sure. Midsection. My brother found that. It's the only thing he found that day on Trent. And then I found this another time I went out there, the day after Trent and I went out. This was the day I took Kale out. You seen the video with Kale, my youngest. This is what I found. Broke here. It's got some pretty good workmanship on it. Some kind of knife looking worn out deal. And then I found this. This one hadn't been dated yet. Found this Saturday morning. You see me walk out there, and I took all that footage of me walking around in the fields and seen this. Another Hopewell. And I took the boys out on the lake to one site, and this is what we found. What I found. They was trying. One of these days, they're going to get a nice one. So, broken midsection. Then today I went out and found this one. I got into the fire rock, and wasn't too much longer I found this in the same, pretty much the same dig area. And then I found this one. Looks pretty good, cleaned up. It's not really focusing that good. Right side notch. There it goes. On this side, it looks like it's got a break off the ear right here, but you really can't tell on this side. And where I say I touched it is right here. You see that little indentation? You can't really tell it now, but it was there when I was wiping the dirt off. And then in the same hole, I found this. It's nice and translucent. It's made out of some glossy, heat-treated Burlington. Schneider Gibson. And I found this. This is the birdie. And it's a flake through here. Then it's got the Cortex here. And you can see the flake on this side. But check this out. Okay, translucent that is. That is a beautiful material. That pretty cool. Alright, well, I went on long enough, and finally good to be able to put a video on. Hope you all enjoy.